I went to a new gym yesterday since I moved, and I have a county pass for the whole county. The rec center closer to me now, well, it's very different, let's just say that. So we went to one that my driver's other client goes to, and it turns out that's a city rec center, not a county rec center. And it was closed anyway. So then we ended up going to the actual city one, or the county one. Okay, good. And we went in there, and I didn't have my keys on me because my car is dead, and so they're with that. So I just gave her my name, and I'm in the system. And so I said, "Where's the gym?" And she pointed to one direction, and then my driver kept walking, and she's like, "Can I help you? Is he looking for kids?" And I was like, "No, he's just looking for a bathroom." So, because that's the only reason he ever comes into the gym with me. So I went to the gym, and then I came back, and I was like, "Oh, it's closed." And she's like, "Oh, well, there's weights upstairs." Okay, well, that's kind of what I mean when I say gym. I don't actually mean the basketball court. Because does it look like I play basketball anymore? I mean, yeah, there are a lot of people in wheelchairs who do, but probably not solo. Yeah, they probably play on teams in Special Olympics. And yeah. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, is there an elevator? And she's like, "Yeah, I'm sure. I've seen one around somewhere." And so she starts wandering around the building, and I'm following her. And I'm kind of getting a workout in my arms from the rolling to the wrong building, the rolling to the gym, to the basketball area that's closed, the rolling around following her. And then she finds a door, and she's like, "Okay, this looks like an elevator." And I'm like, "Yeah, it does." Okay, so we go to the elevator. She pushes the button, and the door swings outward. What kind of an elevator is that? Like, really? It looks like a normal elevator door, but the door swings outward. So I gotta roll back real quick before it hits me. And I get in, and I push the number 2. And I just sit there. I'm like, do-do-do. Keep pushing number 2. It keeps lighting up. And then I'm like, damn it. And I can't find like an open door button. And I'm freaking out. And I'm like, I'm going to be stuck in this elevator forever. Did I mention I'm claustrophobic? Yeah. It's mainly in groups of people, but it's also in very small enclosed areas. The only reason I think the MRI is okay is because it's a controlled area, and I know it's ultimately for my good. But being stuck in a little tiny elevator that only fits me in my wheelchair, it's not a controlled area, and it is not for my good. So I'm freaking out. So she gets a janitor, and by that point, I figured out that you have to hold the button all the way to get to the top. Okay, so I've done that. Then I let go, and it goes back down to floor 1. Repeat. Then I notice the instructions on the wall. This is also why I can't put together bookshelves from IKEA, by the way. Yeah, no, the whole instructions thing, what? I don't even notice them, let alone read them. Le Grill? What the hell is Le Grill? So, I finally figured out. Get up to the weights. And I go to the crunch machine, because I want to do the bikes, but I can't find like the bikes that lean back a little bit, which are the only kind I can do. I can't do like a normal stationary bike. So I go to the crunch machine, and there's like not a seat, a padded cushion on the seat. And I'm like, well, it's fine, I'll sit on it anyway. So I go to sit on it, but the seat part is broken. It doesn't lock in place. So I nearly fall. I'm almost on the ground. I catch myself with my incredible upper arm strength I still have. Go me, woohoo. Yeah. So I'm just kind of going around finding machines I can do, and a few of them are broken, and I really just want my bike. And then I end up in the freeway okay, so there's areas with bikes and treadmills and ellipticals, right? That's where I can't find the bikes, the bike I want. So then I go to the free weights and nearly fall and die. And then I'm like, do you guys know where the bike is, the kind that you can kind of lean back in? And then they give me the name of the bike. Whatever, like, I know. If I knew the name, I would have said it originally. And I'm like, yeah, I guess, I don't know the name. And they're like, yeah, it's in the far left corner. I'm like, okay. So go back there. That corner is not remotely wheelchair accessible. So, but there's also some like treadmills in there too. Yeah, that's what I said. The bikes and treadmills and ellipticals. Okay, so I have to put my wheelchair a few machines back and hold on to every machine on the way to get to the bike, right? And so I say to the guy next to me, hey, if I can't make it back at the end of my workout, which at this point I've only got like 20 minutes left of my hour because I've been wandering around and we've been going to the wrong places, will you help me get back in my wheelchair? And he's like, yeah. And then we start talking about, you know, what I have, of course, and the list is long. And he's like, thought about donating your body to science? And I was like, nah, I was never very good at science. Maybe I'll donate it to the English department, you know, just being a wise ass. And he was like, no, seriously, donate your body to science and you don't have any funeral expenses and they give your ashes to the family. Well, I want to be cremated anyway, so excellent. Yes, let's do it. I told my sister, who's also my power of attorney, that she needs to make that happen. And she said, yes, but she's not in any hurry, so I better not be either. Okay, fine. So I finally get on the bike, and when I'm done, the guy next to me is ready to help, but there's a guy behind me now on the elliptical. And he's like, can I bring the wheelchair over? And I'm like, it won't fit. And he's like, no, I can get it over. And I'm like, just give me your hand, please. That's all I need is your hand, please. And he's like, no, I'll get your wheelchair over. And I'm like, it won't fit. And I'm like, please just give me your hand. And he's really hesitant to just give me his hand. Like, he's a white dude, so I don't understand. I don't think that there's any, like, you can't touch a woman thing. I don't know. But he's really hesitant to give me his hand. So he picks up my wheelchair, and it doesn't fit. So he finally just gives me his hand and gets me back in my wheelchair. Thank you. But I guess now that I figured out how to work the elevator, I guess I'll keep going back to that gym.